Hey, what's good? Welcome back. Yo, listen, if you're dating in college, there are a couple of trapdoors you gotta be aware of because, it happens to the best of us. You're unexperienced with it, you don't know what's coming at you, and to be honest, you need this sauce before you get started, yeah? So let's get into it. To start off, if you have like a high school sweetheart or anything like that, cherish that. It's very beautiful. Y'all have a foundation. I would definitely stick to it because, in my experience, a lot of like high school sweethearts make it a long time into college or even complete like the college years together, which is gonna give y'all like crazy foundation and head start. It's not as corrupted as dating in college is. But on the other hand, my friend, college is the land of free pussy, bruv. Like you'll never be in contact for like 5 to 6 years straight with this high amount of women, like a high exposure and collaboration with them. So this gives you the time and place to like actually learn how to interact with women. Let's say like dating, texting, um, cold approaches. You know, this is the one time you get to like experience it and try it out. So use these early 20s to figure out what you like and don't like in your partner. Um, and a lot of people take this like in a sexual way, not at all, because let's be honest, like pussy is pussy, it gets stale. Like it's more about the person eventually. Um, like, all right, yeah, maybe it depends how they throw it back on you and how the glizzy boss. A lot of people take it like this, like, yeah, go out on a lot of day, fuck a lot to find out what you like. Like pussy is pussy, bro. Like it gets stale to a certain point. Like there are certain aspects, variables, yeah, but in the end, it's about the person and co-living with that person. So I would definitely say date a lot, maybe engage in short-term relationships, just to figure out which major aspects you do and don't like in your romantic partner, which habits, at home, when y'all are on a distance and like when contact is low and stuff like that, figure out what you like and don't like in the other person, basically. Oh, and approach a lot, because honestly, I can't recall the times I've been rejected. Like obviously I've been, but I don't recall them. The the girls I didn't approach are the ones I remember vividly. So here's where regret comes into play. And honestly, if you get rejected, rejection is honestly the best learning school for dating in general. Um, Not just that, like, come on, bro, it doesn't really matter. Like, it might sting for a little while, and after that, you laugh about it with your boys. So, it's really just a win-win, to be honest. You develop your ego and your game. So, andale pues. But like, the main reason I'd advise young men against dating, and again, if you have something pretty good going on, like stick to it. Don't ruin that up because some guy on the internet told you so. But the main reasons I'd advise young men against dating in college or like a committed long-term relationship are like about 5 points. First of all, there's a huge exposure, so you'll be exposed to a lot of different type of women, different characters. So maybe you're committed to one and you find something else that actually fits you better, and now you're stuck in this. What are you gonna do? Cheat? No, you better don't. But um, are you gonna call it off to explore like another option? That's like doesn't sound good either. So what are we gonna do? I think it's better for you to like take a step back and observe all these different types of women, and based on that develop your own particular taste. On the second hand, we have like a changing pattern. So you could say like your bachelor's and master's years are a big difference. I would say every year to damn near every semester is a entire different, like it's a different setup. Your hours will be different. The load, like the educational load, will be different from semester to semester. You have internships coming up. Like a lot is changing in your monthly, or maybe like semester or yearly patterns. So adding a relationship to the mix, it can either bring you stability or it can either make it hard to combine your educational needs with the relational needs. And on top of that, if you want to develop yourself, because that's the third big point. these early 20s are for you to develop yourself, find yourself out. If you want to explore new things, you should do that. If you want to, let's say, if you want to learn a new language, if you want to add another trade to it, if you want to get into like a new sports or whatever, there obviously you can combine it. You can obviously combine pursuing something with a relationship and education, and maybe add work to the mix, which is already hard. It's a very hard combo, but you can do it. All I'm saying is, it might be very comfortable, and you see this a lot with like guys that are in shape or like on their shit, and then they finally get a girl, boom, and they start slacking. Why? Because they're comfortable. They feel like they've won the game. But no, bro, no, you're in your early 20s. You haven't won the game, bro. We're just playing. So just be aware of it, that a relationship might put a brake on whatever you are pursuing and trying to achieve. And adding to the guys that get comfortable, that's like the fourth point. You need some experience, because there's a lack of maturity. Let's say this has mainly to do with prefrontal cortex that hasn't fully developed up until like you're 20 like 25 years. And girls have a head start on this because they start early in the puberty, the hormonal changes start developing it. So I find this particular noticeable that a lot of girls in college are down and ready to settle, but a lot of guys aren't, and there's a discrepancy. So in a way, you're not, in a lot of cases, you're not really ready for it or like fully mature for it. Not taking away that it does happen, but you still have to mature in that aspect. As well as if you haven't had a lot of experience, you definitely have a lot of maturing to do, because you'll get one-itis, you'll get played, because if it's the first time you get this sexually loaded female attention and you're not used to it, oh my days, they're gonna play you like a fiddle, bruv. They're gonna play you like a fiddle, and that's the worst part, because I've seen it happen, and it's hard. You don't want that to happen to you. You don't want that to happen to your friends. So especially if you just got into the dating market, don't be overwhelmed by the first chick that gives you this type of attention, because she ain't that special, and bro, you deserve better. And the fifth main point I'd say is like time and money expenditure. As I stated before, you want to pursue something new, you're gonna pour a lot of time into your relationship. You could be pouring somewhere else. Money as well, bro, because let's be honest, dating and a relationship, it costs money. Like, it's not about the money, but you're gonna end up spending a lot. And in my case, like, I remember, I have my own balance sheet, and I have an expenditure for like dates and stuff like that. And I'm like, God damn, like, I've been meaning to buy this stock, or meaning to buy crypto, or meaning to fix this or that, or buy a new phone, whatever, for like months, and I haven't done it. But I've been spending all this money on going on dates, and I know, like, you feel like you need to go on dates from time to time, like you need to have that interaction. Pero, o sea, get your priorities straight a little bit. If you're a brokey going on a lot of dates, paying a lot, I don't know. I don't know. I'd say, like, about, anecdotally speaking, 60% of like high school sweethearts make it, if not deep into college, they finish college together and beyond. So that's beautiful. It's gonna give you like a huge boost in knowing how to manage a relationship. On the other hand, I think you it's hard. I don't know. I want to tell you that you should engage in like maybe a short-term relationship, just so you figure out how to live with your partner, how to treat them, how to go through the ups and downs. But on the other hand, if you know it's not going to go anywhere, why like entertain it? Is basically what I'm aiming at. It's a hard way off. It's something you have to weigh off for yourself. But if I would have looked back at like my last 5 years, I would have scratched like a couple of years of relationships. Not gonna lie, like they were all short term, like 1 year, 2 year. Uh, I might have like I may scrape some months up. Like I I learned my lessons, and that's it. So it's hard. It's I don't want to tell you not to engage in it, but be caution. Be cautious. That's all I'm saying. On the other hand, I gotta warn you, bro. Hookup culture is big in college. Like, obviously, everyone is in their peak hormonal state, peak physical, baddies to the left and the right. Like, obviously, I ain't saying shit, but I'm telling you, but I ain't saying shit. So watch out for that. Hookup culture is big. Like, Tinder on campuses is major. Instagram is the biggest dating platform. You all know that. Yeah, I don't know, parties, bruv. Like, there's this one picture of me, like, just sipping in a corner, staring at a certain direction. In front of me, like, a mutual friend recognizes me and then looks at what I'm looking at, and it's this chick kissing another guy, so cheating on her boyfriend. And then it came out, and we weren't even connected like that. So I know this is like a bad example, but a lot of cheating happens in college, and it's what I said. It's this high availability. It's this lack of maturity in a way. Um, so just be aware of it. Sapas. And this is not even getting into like the Pareto rule of Tinder, of which like the top, what is it, top 20% of the guys get 78% of the girls, and the bottom 80% of guys get like what, the 22 bottom 22% of girls. 80% of Tinder users are men. Like, ayo, the odds are stacked against you, my friend. So you're gonna have to pour a lot of time into your profile, swiping, talking, uh, taking it out of the app, getting it into dates by the time like you get some play. So this is a huge amount of time and energy you're gonna expend into that. Maybe that's worth reconsidering. But above all, what I would definitely recommend you is like read some of the Rational Male books by Rollo Tomasi. It's gonna give you the sauce that you need about intersexual relationship, the dynamics, things you might know but are not aware of, and a whole lot of things you're not aware of are like in the Rational Male series. So I would definitely recommend reading that. Any man heading into college should like have at least some understanding of the red pill. If you're purple pilled, red pilled, whatever, I think you should be aware. At least, at least be aware. If not, have taken it. I remember me. I think I got into the like red pill YouTube videos when I was like 19. Started reading it at 20, having a clear understanding of it later on. So it's definitely a good recommendation. I recommend it to various amount of friends. I'd give it to my little nephews as well. Like, yo, get this sauce. Like, you need this. But yeah, in the end, don't let a random guy on YouTube tell you what not to do with your relationship. Like, as I stated before, if you got something beautiful going on, cherish that. Cherish that, make it grow. On the other hand, there's so much going on in college that and you're gonna meet a lot of lovely women, but maybe this is not like consider it for yourself whether this is or is not the time you should engage in that. That's all I'm saying. But with that, thank you for tuning in. Keep on reading. Te amo. Adios. Ciao.